Well, daylight savings has already come and gone, but now we're taking our opportunity to fall back. As fall changes to winter, so do the sports at North Andover High School. And while we are waiting for the winter sports to start, we figured we'd look back on the season that was. Coming up next, the Fall Sports Review, right here on Scarlet Knights SportScene. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Scarlet Knights SportScene, the program that brings you highlights, scores, and more, and all of it pertaining to the North Andover Scarlet Knights. I'm Sam Murray, and coming up on this episode, we'll take a look back at the fall season in which every Scarlet Knights team made it to their respective state tournaments. We did our best to provide coverage of all the North Andover fall sports, and today we'll look back at that. Another football season is now in the books here in North Andover, and while the season got off to a rocky start, the Knights were able to right the ship and come within 2 touchdowns of a second consecutive Super Bowl appearance. After their loss in the Division II North Final, they returned home to host the annual Thanksgiving Day Classic against Andover. The Golden Warriors took advantage of some early Scarlet Knights turnovers and never looked back on their way to a 41-8 victory. Let's look back now at the 2019 football season.
Handoff inside to Gavin. Eludes. Oh, beautiful. Slipped right out of several tackles, and I would say he has the pylon. There's the kick. Comes to Gavin. Into the middle. He's in the wide open, and Freddie is gone. He's got those knees up. He's pumping his hand, and that is the answer. Freddie Gavin. Ferdowski looks like he finds a receiver.
He bobbles it.
Oh, beautiful. Looking for the pylon.
And able to score.
He's in.
The single back in shotgun. Motion to the right side of the field. And he hits
the ball
to looks like Max Wolfgang. Starting off the game with a bunch of carries as well, and a 4th straight carry. He's able to cut it up the middle, cut back,
and touchdown.
Drops back, scrambling to his left, finds someone open.
That's us.
It's a catch. Touchdown, North Andover. There's a rush of the quarterback, has a receiver, and the ball is picked off. Is that Wolfgang? Who has that ball? 55, Carboni. Just over midfield. Good hand back. Scrambling, gets away, but not downfield. And picked off. Nichols!
Quick action again. It's a lateral, and then a pass, and intercepted to what will cap off an amazing night for North Andover Scarlet Knights.
Schindler's big, tall quarterback. And here's Matt Chico running right at you. Cutting back, he's in the clear. Chico! Yes! Touchdown, Knights! Tulane. There's a football team down there. And this one picked off, overthrown, run back. It's a Christian Ortega. Still, there's a future player.
Yes, home game for Mansfield.
I believe so. Chico wide open.
Wow.
And
play by Matt Chico.
Chico outrunning the defensive cornerback, number 28.
4 wide receivers and a tight end.
Yes.
In motion to the right side. And
ball
going back the other way to Matt Chico.
Wide open, Chico.
Left by himself for the touchdown score.
Checo going deep. Ball is out there, and he has it. Just incredible. Who else? Matt Checo. Nice, easy catch. There's the ball. 2-point conversion.
Well, Thanksgiving Day was the last game for 13 seniors, including standouts Freddie Gavin, Ricky Brutus, Mike Defo, Matt Chico, Jaden Mencia, Sebastian Vente, Tim Iannarone, and Christian Ortega. But it will be fun to see what head coach John Zubzinski has up his sleeve as we head into next season. And now we move to the game that most of the world refers to as football. The boys and girls soccer teams both had lots of success this season, with both squads making the divisional playoffs. On the boys' side, the Knights did not allow a goal in their first 13 games and finished the season with a 13-2-2 record, making them MVC regular season champions and giving them the 1 seed in the divisional playoffs. Their playoff journey started with a 1-0 victory over Billerica. Concord Carlisle came to town next, and despite a North Andover equalizer late in the game, the Patriots tacked on 2 even later goals to secure the upset and knock out the Knights. Let's take a look back at some of our highlights from the boys' season.
Got to guard yourself. Kick goes in, it's pending, headed in, and that's a goal! That is a goal! 1-0 Scarlet Knights. Getting that ball back, and that's a beautiful kick. Who's going to get there first? Let's see, it's going to be, looks like Lowell, the goalkeeper. Oh, he kicked it! I think he whiffed on it, and, oh boy, oh! What is that? There was an error on the kick out from the goalkeeper. The North Andover forward just came rushing in and then get tangled up with the feet of the goalkeeper. Getting that ball back, and that's a beautiful kick. Who's going to get there first? Let's see, it's going to be, looks like Lowell, the goalkeeper. Oh, he kicked it! I think he whiffed on it, and, oh boy, oh! What is that? There was an error on the kick out from the goalkeeper. The North Andover forward just came rushing in and then get tangled up with the feet of the goalkeeper. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty kick. So here we go, North Andover with another chance to score. Everyone getting set up. Here we go. Kick goes in, and it's a goal! And I believe it was James Boyle, number 5. Once again, North Andover pressing in the Lowell side of the ground here. Oh, and the kick goes in, and that's a goal! That is a goal for the Scarlet Knights. They have doubled their lead. And that kick goes in, it's bending, and oh, one of the Scarlet Knights trying to get there. He gets a boot to it, it's kicked and it's in! It is a goal! The 3rd goal of the afternoon for the North Andover Scarlet Knights. And he just kicks it out to the far end where he's got a teammate standing by. They're gonna kick it in toward the goals now, and once again it is stopped. Tyler Bussell, the goalkeeper for the Scarlet Knights, with another big stop. And here come the Scarlet Knights on the move, race for the ball. Who's going to get there first? Looks like it's going to be a North Andover shot. He's got the chance now, and kicks. Oh, nice job there by the goalkeeper. Bicycle kick, and knocked out by one of the other players. And we've got calls of handball from the crowd here. Being spoken to right now, number 16, Colton Jakes. And I believe they're setting this up, so this will be a direct kick. This will be a penalty kick, it looks like. Oh, and they carded him. It's a red card. So here we go. Kick goes in. In! It's a goal! North Andover scores first. They draw first blood. And he's just going to put it in toward the goal, looking for someone to get ahead on it. And it goes toward the goal, and it is stopped right there by Bussell.
On the girls' side, a fast start gave way to some lost momentum as the regular season ended with 4 losses and 2 ties. The early wins were still enough to push the Knights into the divisional playoffs, where they started with a 7 seed and a win over 10-seeded Peabody. The Knights traveled to Westford to take on the Grey Ghosts and came out on the losing end. Let's kick back and see some highlights from the girls' soccer season.
And they try and get it over to, I believe that's number 5 again, that's Slayton. Play goes to the outside now, trying across in front, and trying to get it to the, trying to head it ahead, and colliding with the goalkeeper. That's number 21, and it goes off a couple of feet, and a goal! In the action there was Katie Wojcik, number 21.
I think a big part of our win yesterday was the fact that we had to communicate on defense, and that helped us move our game into the offensive zone.
And the Scarlet Knights are on the move with it once again. moved ahead, and with it now, that's Gotobed once again. And her kick in. Oh, under the crossbar and a goal.
So I think in the beginning of the season we did really well, like having a lot of new incoming players. I think it was like kind of nerve-wracking not really knowing where everyone like was going to play and how everyone's going to fit into the team.
They try and move it once again, kind of a give and go. And she stops, gets herself some room, kicks it in toward the goals, and that's going to be in. Wow! And here we go. Kick goes in toward the goals, over the head and in. I think I see number 21, so that would be Katie Wojcik.
I think something that helped us win yesterday was definitely the fact that we were really aggressive to the ball and we were first.
And inbounded there by North Andover as it goes in and in front. Oh boy, and that's going to be in.
We were like a little nervous at first, not knowing like how to play with each other on the field, but then we did a lot of team bonding activities and got really close, so we started off really strong.
This year, the boys team will graduate 6 players, including midfielder Lucas Shadoni and forward Michael Boyle. The girls team, meanwhile, will see 11 seniors graduate, including captains Katie Sullivan and Olivia Gotobed. Now let's stick with our season in review and look back at the North Andover field hockey team. Their season can be described with one word: riveting. And not only was there a lot of exciting action on the field, but a lot of it was driven by senior captain Lexi Rivet. After going winless in 5 of their first 7 games, the field hockey team heated up at just the right time, closing out the regular season with an unbeaten streak of 8 games and finishing with a record of 8-4-5. That would be good enough to earn the 13th seed in the MIAA Division I North Sectionals, and their prize was a trip to Belmont to take on the 4-seeded Marauders. That number 13 proved to be unlucky for the 4-seeded Belmont as the Knights fought to bring a 1-1 game into overtime. It was there that Lexi Rivet fired the shot heard round the field as North Andover pulled off the 2-1 upset win in overtime. The upset over Belmont was coincidentally the second time the teams have met in the postseason with the same seeding and the same result, as the Knights downed the Marauders 1-0 in the first round of the 2016 North Sectionals before losing to Winchester the next round. And like that season, the ending was unfortunately similar this go-around, as the Knights would lose to Chelmsford 3-2 in overtime, capping off a 9-5-5 season. Playoff disappointment notwithstanding, the Knights did have a terrific season, as this highlight reel will attest to.
We're halfway through the second half. Once again, she hits it right to Rivet. Rivet shoots it in and scores! With it, there's Rivet. Rivet pass, look up, and right now there's a race for it. Who's going to get there first? Looks like it's going to be number 7. And let's see. Taken there by the Scarlet Knights in front. Oh, they try and tap it toward the net. And it's loose now. And try to chip it in. And that's a goal!
She had a great touch on that ball, so we've been working a lot just to really push some offensive opportunities, just sending that ball in and getting our forwards up above the ball, nice and low, sticks on the ground and getting a good touch. And that was definitely something that Molly's very good at, and she was in the right place at the right time with her stick down, and sort of just everything clicked together.
Oh, kick save by the goalie, Drake it. Caitlin Panos pushes it back in, scores! North Andover is keeping it in. Molly Wilson puts it in the middle, and it goes in.
I don't think they've had one yet. In fact, I don't even think they've had a shot on net yet, as once again it's chipped in. And the blast comes in, and that's a goal! Hit in there, and once again that goes, I believe that was Panos. Gets it down, the shot goes in, and that's another goal! And is that Rivet again? I think that was Rivet who got the stick to that once again. For Rivet now, Rivet's got it. Rivet moves for a couple of players. She's just going to get to it, and the goaltender stops it. And, oh, Bodo has it right in front, and try to chip it ahead, but they can't do it. Still in front, Rivet scores! Nice patience there, just trying to get it through to anybody, and then goes into the midsection, and let's see, it's a goal! I believe getting a stick on it was Lexi Swartz.
upset win. Just what are your thoughts on it?
We were all really excited after yesterday. It was coming in as a 13th seed. We were expecting good things, but you can never expect just the win straight out in playoffs. So we put in the really hard work yesterday and got the win in overtime. So we were all really hype about that.
Seven North Andover players will graduate this season, including standouts Anna Bono, Caitlin Panos, Emma Gordon, and Captain Lexi Rivet. The girls' varsity volleyball team gave coach Kristen Augustini a terrific debut season, finishing 12-6 and earning the 6th seed in the divisional tournament. They won their first match 3-1 against number 11, Lexington. From there, they went on to face Lawrence. The Knights had lost to the Lancers during the regular season and had revenge, as well as advancements, on their minds. It was not to be, however, as the third-seeded Lancers dispatched the Knights in straight sets. Let's look back at some volleyball highlights, both from our archives and from parent Mark Bosco.
I think we had a strong preseason, so that really helped us out. We learned to gel as a team and with the new coach. I think we had strong defense and offense, so that really helped us. And big energy, lots of talk.
I'd say a lot of blocking and a lot of swinging.
In her first year as the head coach for girls varsity volleyball, it's hard to imagine a better start for Coach Augustini.
Everything is going really great. The team is, they have a tradition of excellence, and so stepping into that is definitely big shoes to fill. We're led by a large group of seniors, and that's really been the driving force. They're really dedicated players and they're very knowledgeable, and it's so nice to have their spirit and their passion on the court.
I think us gelling with the new coach, got to get used to her, and she's been great and she's been helping us a lot.
Yeah, we've all been playing together since forever, and I think just having a lot of seniors and then having all the incoming underclassmen, it's been a really good addition.
I think the team has stepped up and they've kind of gone under my wings, and they're buying into the system and what North Andover volleyball is all about, and it's been a team effort.
According to the seniors I talked to, the goal still remains the same. Focus on the present, but shoot for the stars.
One game at a time, but obviously we want to win.
Little by little, and I think MVC championship's the goal. Just saying.
This year's team will see 10 seniors graduate, including the girls you just saw in our review clip, Deanna Bosco, Ava Sapienza, and Emily Grant. Another first-year North Andover coach led the varsity golf team to another winning season. Nick Antonelli's squad put up an 11-3 record in the conference, good enough for second, just behind 12-2 Andover. We were able to catch up with him during their match versus Lowell, their last of the regular season.
It's a beautiful sunny day here at North Andover Country Club. Not too warm, not too cool. A beautiful day for a round of golf. And an even better day for head coach Nick Antonelli and the Scarlet Knights golf team to finish out their regular season. The coach looked back at this season, his first at the helm here in North Andover.
Last season's gone pretty good. The boys did a pretty good job of defending home turf. Lost some close matches, some good matches away to some of the better teams, but overall it was pretty solid. If the guys take care of business today, they'll lock up the number 2 spot. Andover ran away with it. They had a great season, 1 loss, 2 at the most, so we'll finish just behind them. Standout stroke average, James Robbins is clear-cut our best player. He had a low round of 30 here at home, 5 under par. He's had some really good rounds. Adam Hines has had some really good rounds as well in the number 2 spot. And probably our unsung hero, Jack Rowe, at the 5 spots, played really solid as well.
Coach Antonelli, a North Andover native, takes over from retired coach Peter Farley, who led the Knights to a string of league titles. Antonelli is aware of the legacy to which he has to live up.
They've had obviously it's my first year coaching, but Pete Farley, the coach, he had a couple really good teams in the last few years. They've had some great showings at the state sectionals. They were back-to-back runner-ups in Division II, and when they moved to Division I, they were actually 3rd or 4th, I believe, in the state overall. So had some good teams in the last few years.
He is proud of this year's Scarlet Knights squad and confident that they can keep up the North Andover tradition in the upcoming MVC tournament. He talked to us about some of the team's highlights and the team's goals moving forward.
Highlight definitely beating Andover here last week. They were rolling into here with an undefeated season going. I believe we were match 13, and we beat them here, which was great. Kids loved it. Obviously, it was our highlight of the year. We have the MVC Championship on Thursday over at Vesper. We're taking our top 3. Our guys have played well there in the past, so hopefully continue to do that. As far as the state sectional go, we had the advantage of having played Andover there recently, and one of our guys is a member over there. I feel like the boys are pretty familiar. We're going to go play a practice round there tomorrow and have them see the backside. Even
with a successful season, there are always challenges to be faced. The coach tells us about the biggest of these challenges.
Biggest challenges this year, and I think for any golf team, going to win on the road. It's easy to get comfortable at your home course, knowing what clubs you hit in certain conditions, but when you play on the road, you really got to know how far your golf clubs go, and you really have to be able to have a good plan, how to play holes and how to play the golf course, as well as how to play your man and match play. So you go on the road, you got to play the course, and you got to play the other guy.
This is Coach Antonelli's first year as head coach of the golf team here in North Andover, but he has already found his experience quite rewarding. Here's what he likes most about the job.
Just being around the kids. I mean, this group is really, really good. I mean, they all get along. They're all golf kids. They love playing golf on the weekend as well. So even when I'm not here with them, they're doing their thing. So they're golf guys. So just to be able to talk the game with them and help them through, becoming better golfers, probably enjoy that the most.
And one of the other things he loves about his job is getting to share his love for the game.
I started playing with my dad. I played baseball and hockey growing up. And my dad played straight recreation. I mean, nothing competitive, but started playing with him, his friends, and then it turned into my friends, and was hooked.
The opponent on this day was the Lowell Red Raiders. The two teams took to the links in search of their final victory of the season. And after a whole bunch of drives, chips, and putts, the Scarlet Knights came out on top for the day, defeating Lowell 13-7. Next stop, the MVC Championships, and that is where North Andover is really hoping to tee off on their competition.
This year's team will see 3 players graduate: Jack Fay, Daniel McMillan, and Jack Rowe. With a healthy supply of underclassmen, the team should have another successful season come 2020. The Scarlet Knights girls varsity swim team took on all comers this season and wound up being on the winning side of things as well, winning 6 meets and losing just 4. North Andover swimmers distinguished themselves in the MVC and state championships, especially Malia Amwan and Dia Ackerman-Valala. We had a chance to talk with them, as well as swim team captains Caroline Gust and A.B. Guggenberger, right after their regular season meet against Andover.
The girls of the North Andover varsity swim and dive team have seen a lot of action so far this season. They've split their 8 meets and currently sit at 4-4. Recently, the North Andover girls took on the Andover swim team, Division I champions for 9 of the past 10 years. Though they came up short, losing the meet 99-79, the swimmers remained upbeat and ready for the next challenge. We asked some of the swimmers about going up against Andover.
Even though we didn't win, I think we did amazing today, and I'm really proud of the team. We all put forth our best efforts, and we tried really hard, so I'm really proud of us. Awesome.
Yeah, we all cheered for each other, even though it was a hard loss. We really put up a fight and put in our best effort, so I'm really proud of the team either way it went.
I agree with Caroline and Amy. It was a lot of fun racing Andover because they're pretty good, and I just had a lot of fun today racing.
This is my first year on the team, so I was excited to see how the whole swimming environment was, and it was really exciting.
They also shared their thoughts about where the team was at this point in the season.
I personally think it's going really well. We've been improving a lot this year from the past coming years, and we're all trying our best. We're doing a lot of team bonding. The team's getting along so well, I think. So I think it's going great.
Yeah, I think inside and outside of the pool, we're really bonding as a team and giving back to our community and really pushing through those hard practices and we're really seeing results in the meets.
I love how supportive everyone is of each other, and even if you do have a bad race, everyone says good job, nice swim, and it's really nice.
I think the team atmosphere is really good, and we have a lot of fun together. And yeah, it's just fun.
The members of the girls' varsity swim team love what they do, and they're ready to address whatever challenges they face as the season goes on.
I'm not too worried about many challenges. I mean, I hope we win some more meets. So, yeah, and I hope we raise some more money for the swim team. So far, we've been raising a good amount, doing lots of fundraisers, and I hope to raise more by the end of the season. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely really looking forward to the big MVC championship meet at the end of the season. So I think we're just kind of using the meets coming up as experience to get ready for that big meet at the end of the season.
Yeah, I'm excited for MVCs, states, and sectionals, and hopefully we can get a lot of people there and cheering.
Yeah, same with Dia and all of them. I'm just really excited for the rest of the season. I think it's going to be really good.
These girls are not only dedicated to their sport, but also their community. Recently, they held a series of fundraisers and have offered their assistance with events happening in the town.
So far, we've done a few fundraisers. We hope to do some more. We did one at the North Andover Common where we all volunteered for a few hours to help the community. We set up, we helped clean up, and we helped do all the stands and stuff. So that was great. That helped us raise money for the team. We've done a Fuddruckers fundraiser. A lot of people came for that. We did a car wash at the North Andover Middle School, and yeah, it's been going really well.
Yeah, I think this season we really wanted to just make swim team a really positive environment. So as Caroline said, we volunteered at the North Andover Fall Festival where we played different types of carnival games with the kids, and that was really cool to engage them with the community and also be able to show that the North Andover swim team really likes helping their community.
Yeah, as they said, volunteering was super fun with everyone. It was nice, and just to have everyone there and be supportive of each other and everything.
I just think it's really good how we all like to volunteer together and how we all like to do things for the community, not just our team. It's really good to give back.
And though they did mention the upcoming MVC championship events, that does not mean that is the only standard to which they hold themselves.
Our expectation is not to go out and win the championship. We want to try our best. We're going to put all our effort in at practice, at meets. If we don't win the championship, it's no big deal at all. We just want to try our best at the MVCs and have fun. Having fun is the most important to us, so yeah.
Yeah, I think our main goal is just to have fun and let the girls be able to experience kind of what a big meet environment is like, and just to support everyone and really cheer everyone on, and kind of a great end to a really good season.
Yeah, as they said, having fun is super important, and having good swims and hanging out with your friends and building strong relationships is also important.
I'm really excited for MVCs. Well, yeah, because everyone goes, and it's just a lot of fun to have everyone there as a team at a meet where all the teams are at. So it's a lot of fun there.
Since the meet against Andover, the Scarlet Knights have rattled off consecutive victories with wins against Melrose and Notre Dame Academy. These ladies demonstrate that not only are they doing what is right in competitive swimming, but also that when it comes to the game of life, they'll always be able to keep their heads above water.
6 seniors will be moving on after this season, including captains Gust and Guggenberger. The boys and girls cross-country teams ran their way through their respective seasons, and though each team had its own personnel, both squads shared the same outcome. The boys and girls both finished the season at 9-1, and both were the regular season champions of the Merrimack Valley Conference. Coach Rick Delakai was named Division II Coach of the Year for his work with both teams. He talked to us earlier in the season.
The North Andover cross-country teams have certainly gotten off on the right foot this season, according to head coach Rick Delakai.
We had the Clipper Relays were on Saturday, and that's usually the kickoff to our season. It's a non-league meet, and it's a non-traditional meet because you're not scoring 5 runners or even 7 runners. You're setting up 3-person teams that are running a 2-mile loop as part of a 6-mile relay. So it's totally different than anything else that we do. And yet we've done this event for probably 20 years, as long as it's been in existence. And so we have a tradition there with that one. And this year, particularly on the girls' side, the top 3 girls that I mentioned established a new school record at this event. and they broke the previous record was held by, you know, a national class All-American runner and her relay team, Kirsten Casper, back in 2008. And as I was telling the girls, that team went on to win the Division II state championship later on in the year. They broke their record, and not just by a couple of seconds, by like 24 seconds. So they lopped a significant amount of time. So we project to do very well on the girls' side this season. You know, fingers crossed, keep them healthy. You know, we could be a very good team, you know, and a team to be reckoned with at the larger meets at the end of the season. The guys, you know, it's tough to supplant what the girls did. The girls finished second at this thing, and we were the top Massachusetts team at this meet. They finished 12th overall, which is solid. We were hoping for top 10, didn't quite get there, but still, I'd say overall a pretty successful day.
This year's team certainly does have a number of returning standouts and some talented new faces as well.
Well, our top runner, Jack Bixler, who's a junior, is back, and then you know, seniors who are going to factor into the scoring. Chris Brady, you know, looks to be either our second runner or our third runner. Jet Stad, the other captain, is again projected to be our number 2 and number 3. So we're pretty solid up front, you know, in terms of our top 3 runners. You know, we got to, you know, find that 4th and 5th runner, and there are going to be a number of contenders, you know, for those. Lenny Vigera, who's a junior, you know, projects to be one of those top 5. I think he will be. You know, and then after that, it's kind of you know, about 5 guys competing for one spot. So the competition, you know, for that 5th spot, I think will make us better and give us some depth. On the girls' side, again, we're kind of front-loaded with talent, underclassmen talent too, with Abby Mastromonaco and Layla Gavatnik and Courtney Dahlke. Those are our top 3. And then captains Lauren O'Connell and Caitlin Hastings, you know, look to be, you know, rounding out our top 5 there. Although, again, there's competition, you know, really 5 through 9 in terms of who can kind of fill in that 5th spot, and even the 6th and 7th, which sometimes factor into the scoring as well.
Coach Delikai talked to us about his experience and why he still does it all these years later.
I've been coaching since 1986, officially on the payroll. I've been teaching here since 1995. So I coached about 10 years before I started teaching. I love coaching the sports that I did in high school, you know, and it gives me a chance to kind of share that love that I learned of the sport, you know, with these guys. In a sense, I almost feel like coaching is giving back, because really, I think distance running is the greatest sport there is. It does so many things for you, physically and you know, and intellectually and psychologically, that, you know, I could go into it for about an hour here. But you know, and working with the kids and tracking and helping them track progress and improvement, you know, that they can see that, you know, it's tangible and almost immediate, you know, that's very gratifying too. You know, so I mean, those are the reasons why I've done it for so long. I've been coaching for, you know, more than 30 years when you get right down to it, as an assistant and then as a head coach, you know, and I'm going to do it until I end up retiring. And you know, I love that feeling of satisfaction of helping kids achieve goals and getting satisfaction from the sport.
At this point in the season, the boys and girls teams are indeed off and running. The boys have a 3-1 record, while the girls are currently at 4-0.
Jack Bixler was named a first-team All-Star on the boys' side, while the treading trio of Courtney Dahlke, Layla Kavartnik, and Abby Mastromonaco were first-team All-Stars on the girls' side. And while the team will graduate 10 boys and 9 girls, none of the All-Star runners we mentioned are among them. So the future looks good for North Andover cross country. Another sport we covered this past fall was unified basketball. And for those not in the know, unified sports joins people with and without intellectual disabilities on the same team. The unified basketball program has been in place in North Andover since 2017. We went to go check out the game featuring the Scarlet Knights against the Andover Golden Warriors, and it was an amazing time.
Unified sports came to North Andover a few years ago in the form of unified basketball. Recently, the Scarlet Knights hosted the Andover Golden Warriors, and we get to check out this game firsthand. North Andover head coach Ryan Burr tells us a little bit more about unified basketball.
Unified basketball was brought to North Andover High School a few years ago by one of our students who had reached out. It's a semi-competitive basketball league that's fully inclusive with students with a varying number of disabilities and our typically developing students as well. And they collaborate on the basketball court. It gets all of our students an opportunity to be included in something that they really wouldn't have that opportunity outside.
How long have you been involved with it?
This is my second year coaching the team. I've been in North Andover High School for this is my third year now, so almost as long as it's been here. But we're really looking to try to grow the program and keep this as a mainstay here at North Andover High School.
Coach Burr's squad took their effort and determination onto the court, and the results brought cheers from the home crowd.
And here come the Scarlet Knights with it right now. And the pass going to Davis Randall. Big pass in, and he takes the shot. And he's right there from just inside the free throw stripe. Hits that one.
One of the Knights' standouts was Davis Randall, who not only put up three-point shots, he put them down as well.
And it goes now to Randall. Randall hits a three-pointer! A three-pointer by Davis Randall. I'm used to doing hockey. I'm used to saying center ice, but here we go. Big one. Hits again, Davis Randall, and that is his second three-point bomb. Being guarded now by Goldman. Doing a nice job protecting the ball. Up it goes. Bang! Oh my goodness, that's another three-pointer for Davis Randall. 49 for the Scarlet Knights, 40 for the Golden Warriors.
Another standout was Brendan Ryan, who led all scorers with 22 points.
Sidley has room and passes back to Ryan. Brendan Ryan going for another basket. Goes up, swish! 2 in a row for Brendan Ryan. And bounce pass goes to Ryan now. Ryan in, takes his shot and gets it. Another basket there for Ryan. It's now 20-19.
One of the best parts of this game is the belief it teaches those who play it. Scarlet Knight John Sidley agrees.
Man, you go up down that court, you're pretty fast.
Well, it was just unbelievable. I mean, we just knew that we had the energy in us, and we just never give up. We just never give up. We just knew we had to bring the energy in us, and we just had to get deeper and deeper into that zone of winning, and we just crushed it.
And it's not just foot speed either. You want to start that fast break. You're passing. You can really bomb it in there.
Yeah, well, it's just that when you go out there and you just had to win a few scores on the court, you just had to say, I have to believe in myself, and you just had to go out there and give everything you got, and just have to go out there and just crush it.
Absolutely. And you did crush it today. Nice job.
Thank you.
All in all, the Scarlet Knights are really proud of the efforts they turned in.
Matt, you did a lot of your work today inside, down low, in the paint. Tell us a little bit about your game today.
The game's pretty good. So we got a lot of energy, and I know we did good. But we from out to head this game, after all these guys, when we go to the first round, when we go second. But we actually did good. So just remember, since back for next Tuesday, it's gonna be our last game before the last year for Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving vacation until November in this place. But yeah, we did good. We got a lot of energy. We also feel good, and we got a lot of deep bounds.
One of the things I get from John here talking about belief, Andover came out with 8 unanswered points, and from there, you're like, okay, enough of this. You came out, you fought back for a while, you crept in, you took the lead, you boosted the lead, and you never gave it up. You guys have to be really proud about that.
Yeah, well, we knew that we had it in us, and we knew that when we went out there on the court, we knew that we had to believe in ourselves. We just had to do everything we had in us throughout this last home game, and we just did all we could, and we just wanted to bring the miracle to North Andover High School, and we did it. We just brought the miracle right here. And I just want to say, thank you, North Andover High School. Believe in what you believe in, and dream work makes the dream work come true, and we always believe in each other forever and one another.
Same thing with you, Matt?
I agree with John. I want to say thank you for North Andover High School. After the game, we actually did a review. We did a review about us after the game. But also, we actually did good. And we remember, we need to stay focused. Remember what Mitch Bird say. And it's 2 more things. Always do a rebound and always have fun. It's not about winning or losing. period.
Definitely found the bottom of the basket a few times today. Gentlemen, terrific win. Great effort from both of you. Thanks for coming on with us.
Thank you. And North Andover Knights, and we believe in each other, and teamwork makes the dream work, and we wanted to say thank you, and we love North Andover High School.
And their coach is pretty proud as well.
Before we were talking to John Sidley about belief, and boy, these players, they believe in themselves. And even though Andover came off to a quick start, and I mean, it's funny because you walk in, you see the team, and you got, what, 10, 15 players, something like that. And then you see North Andover who comes in with like this huge thing. And they come out to an 8-0 lead, and then your players fought back, stayed in it, took the lead, and just kept to expand. And I have to say, if I had to describe this game in 2 words, Davis Randall.
Yeah, his three-point shots certainly keep us in every game. He can hit it from 3 pretty much any moment. He's not afraid to pull the trigger either, which we love. But I can't give these guys and girls enough credit. They work so hard. They play so hard. They practice so hard. They help each other out. They're there to support each other. It's a great, great team game, and they really are the epitome of a team, the way that they work together. They do an awesome job.
Great. Exciting game today. Going back and forth action. And you've got some fast people out there. I was talking to John Sidley. He's got some not only serious foot speed, but if you need a fast break, he can bomb it half the way down the court for you.
Yeah, we're fortunate that we do have some very quick players, and speed is definitely the name of the game for us. We like to keep running. We have a smaller team, but they like to get out there and expend all their energy. So they keep running up and down the floor. They put a lot of shots on basket, and the effort and the hustle is definitely there every single possession. So they do a great job.
And in case of emergency, get it to Davis.
That's right. Throw it up from deep. You got it.
All right, Coach Burr, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
2 games remain on the schedule, a night game in Tewksbury on the 6th of November and an afternoon game in Andover on Thursday the 14th. No matter what the score, the Unified Basketball program is a true win-win situation for everybody involved.
The North Andover team played in the MVC Jamboree in mid-November. The event was held in Andover, and the Knights won their first 3 games. Only a late Methuen comeback prevented the Knights from going a perfect 4 for 4. And with that, the curtain will fall on this fall sports review edition of Scarlet Knights SportScene, presented by Cam Sports. In our next episode, we will bring you the preview of the upcoming sports on the Scarlet Knights winter schedule. Before we go, we have this quick reminder. We always need volunteer crew members to help us cover local sports for the community. If you'd like to help out, just call us at 978-687-6570, or you can come by our new studio at 70 Main Street, Suite 202. You can also send us an email and ask how you can help out. The address is camsports@northandovercam.org. Don't forget, our winter sports preview is coming up on the next edition of Scarlet Knights SportScene, the program that always brings you highlights, scores, and more. Make it a point to tune in. I'm Sam Murray, and as always, thanks for watching.